Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Moon Colony live stream. And today we've got a first on the stream. We've done dual streams like this before, like split screen streams, but today we have Flo and Etienne, who are uh, new members of the Moon Colony team, but not new artists entirely. So I don't know if you guys want to talk a little bit about yourself, your sort of a brief history maybe would be nice.
Oh, come on. Etienne can start. I'm pretty sure he's like really feeling like it right now.
Yeah. I can start. Yeah. Right now, let's go.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. And my name is Etienne Savoie, and I'm a concept artist freelance. It's been 10 years right now,
Mhm.
and I start with many production for animation movie. And it's been 4 years I work for the different video game company.
Okay, cool. So you've been working in video games for 4 years?
Sorry?
Did you say you've been working in games for 4 years?
For
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we met like in 2021 actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So you two have known each other for a long time. Well, yeah, for a good few years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Flo, how about you? How long have you been in the art industry for?
Okay, this like to answer this is like being in the industry something like 14 years actually.
Okay, cool.
But as a concept artist, not that much. Like I did a lot of different things. And concept art and illustration, it's not exactly new, but on the scale of how long I've been working, it's actually pretty new to me. So yeah, like I started with like just like the basic 2D artist graphic stuff you would do, like UIs, buttons, cleaning up someone else's work, this kind of thing.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. But yeah, so I kind of grabbed you two as a pair, considering you knew each other and you hadn't done streams like this before, and we decided that we'd do well, working into both of your sort of specialties, I suppose you could say. One of you is going to be doing a character for us today, and the other one will be doing the environment to go with that character, correct?
Yeah, approximately. Yeah.
Approximately.
So, Flo, do you want to sort of talk us through what you'll be doing today? It looks like, going by the reference pictures, it looks kind of beekeeper-esque.
Yeah, so let me just check which parts people can see on the screen.
Yeah,
all right.
sure.
So it's pretty straightforward for now. It's like I was basically looking for references and inspiration, so I just went like on like the obvious, beekeeper. Let's find a beekeeper. So you have the ones on the top left, and then the theme is beekeepers. So honey, bee, honeybee, and then something happened, because thanks to Etienne, I heard about the existence of an amazing movie, right? Called The Beekeeper, actually.
Oh, okay.
With none other than Jason Statham,
No
Statham,
way.
how do you say that?
Jason Statham, no way.
Yeah, so the title of the movie is actually The Beekeeper,
Yeah.
and it has not much to do with beekeeping or maybe the beginning of the movie, but it kind of got me thinking it could be someone who is actually a beekeeper and also probably a fighter or someone who knows how to deal with bad guys and stuff. And because of the references on this side, you know, the hats and this little mesh that they have to protect their faces.
Mhm.
The shape made me think, what about like a kind of samurai, or at least use the shape language of samurais? And I found these references. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, you know, like they have they actually have the mesh like structure on the fabric and stuff,
Mm.
and such cool hats, you know.
What
Um,
what is going on there?
yeah, exactly.
Ah, so cool.
Yeah.
It's just so great. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just thought, okay, you know, like you start going in circles and thinking, if I have like a few accessories that are related with Ani, and then you have
Mm.
the bees themselves. Maybe I could use like something from the insect itself
Yeah.
to start building the character, and you know, just thinking, I don't know if that makes sense, but circularly, right?
Yeah.
So you start finding shapes like the shape of the head of a bee.
Mhm.
It's very thick at the back and kind of narrow on the front.
Mhm.
So you could just kind of basically have this shape language in the character design, plus the hat from the samurai, plus
Mhm.
the hat from the beekeeper, etc. So just decided to start from there, basically.
Yeah. That sounds really cool. I like the idea of taking the shape of the bee's head and trying to fit that in there too. I think that's cool. And I'm so happy that I've just found out about that Jason Statham movie. Uh,
So no spoilers, right? I
mm.
didn't actually watch it until the end because it's just not that great of a movie, to be honest. I
I
was,
don't see this movie too.
yeah. He told me about it and I didn't even watch it. It's like, go ahead, try it out, and tell me if it's worth it, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe I will. I mean, it's got a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's
Really?
yeah,
Oh my God.
you
Yeah.
know.
No,
So
nice.
who knows? Maybe it's the best
Well,
Jason
easy
Statham
is like,
movie that's come out in like the past 20 years. um,
I mean, if you go in there just to watch an action flick, you may think, oh, it's not that bad, right? But if you go in there
yeah,
think, oh, they took Jason Statham and they made him a beekeeper, what's happening? You know, and you're like, you imagine crazy stuff, and
yeah,
yeah, it's this way, it's kind of a letdown, if you want my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Um,
Uh,
yeah. So, Etienne, I can see you're making a start as well on your like beekeeper themed um,
yeah,
environmental situation. Um, and you actually came prepared. You had like a whole 3D model made and everything.
yeah. I made a little 3D model on Blender because I
Mm.
like this process at this time.
Mm.
And yeah, I've passed 3 or 4 hours to make that, to make a little base. But I make a paint over, and I
Yeah.
think many things going to change. But yeah, it's a little house of Jason Statham. Is here.
Yeah, I
Uh,
was gonna say,
Is
how
it
did?
my skill for the character? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how did Jason Statham inspire you?
Oh my god, 5%, I think, for this house.
Amazing.
No, yeah, for now, I'm here. I try to make a little paint over today, and
Sure.
yeah, we're going to see that.
Mm. Yeah, it'd be cool to see. I don't think we've seen on the stream before an artist sort of doing a paint over of a 3D model. So um, it would be cool to see as it
Hehe.
goes along. I'll just say hi to some of the people in the chat as well. Hi Lumzalum,
Hi,
hello
people.
Gwendaru. Dan Rob says, "Hey, I actually made the start of one of these. I'm looking forward to seeing what you will draw for us." Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. Take it easy. Zephyromancer says, "Hello, I'm new here. Your art looks so interesting." Oh, well, there you go. Another little compliment for you. But welcome to the stream. Antoine is here. Hello, Antoine. Did you stream this morning, Antoine? I know I normally see you streaming first thing in the morning. Melissa as well. How's it going? Jaheen. Leonie's here. Hi, Leonie. The bar is set pretty low for Jason Statham movies, so it might be his best one.
Oh my god. Yeah. Actually, that now I'm wondering, did I actually see a Jason Statham movie that I can't even remember?
You must have seen oh man, what's it called? The Transporter. You must have seen the Transporter.
I know the name, but I've never seen it.
Oh,
And I've never seen this movie.
Oh man.
The Transporter is good. It's like it's like John Wick, but with a little bit more plot.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is that hard? I mean, I love John Wick, but the plot, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The plot of John Wick, like who even cares, right?
It's like the plot is we made a movie and that's it.
Yeah.
Now you have a guy and he just goes around and look cool killing bad guys and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then we made a sequel based on that, and you're like, how did you do that? You know?
And then they said, "Watch, we can do it 3 times."
Yeah. Didn't they do it 4 times actually?
Have they done it 4
Well, I
times?
mean, yeah, they made 3 sequels, right?
I guess. Yeah, I think so.
John Wick 1, 2, Parabellum.
Oh yeah, and then the last one is like, the most recent one is like, it had like a long title, I think, didn't it? It was quite weird. But no, Transporter is great. There's a bit where Jason Statham like strangles a guy with his tie. It's amazing. That's his whole thing.
All right. Yeah, sometimes you don't need much to make people come out and go to the theaters, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think for its time, it was like when did it come out? Like early 2000s. So it was pretty cool. It was still pretty cool back then to just see this like random bald guy going out and kicking ass. Melissa says, "Hey, I love Jason Statham movies because he's in them." Man, my mum likes Jason Statham, Melissa. So just saying.
That tells you a lot, right?
Yeah.
Your mom has great taste.
yeah, I guess so.
She didn't say she likes the movies. She says, "I like Jason Statham." Right?
Yeah, that's true. I don't think she even likes the movies. Did you forget that? Did you forget that they kill his dog? In the first John Wick. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the plot. It's like,
Yeah.
bad guys kill someone or something. Good guy gets angry. Good guy wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then to make a sequel, it's like bad guys are not happy that good guy wins. So let's go.
Yeah. Is it in the second or the third John Wick movie where like the whole world is basically just full of these like assassin hitmen people? So like the whole world is after him essentially.
I think it's the third, maybe.
Third one.
I'm not sure.
I don't
actually.
know.
Yeah. I think the only one that I've seen is the second one. So I'm not sure. I just remember the end being really strange because he goes outside and like everybody turns around and starts staring at him.
Yeah, for some reason I think that's the third. I don't know.
Okay. Random bald guy going out and kicking ass. IGN 10 out of 10. That would be a great review. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come to me for all of your movie reviews. Dying Like Icarus says, yeah, John Wick is relatable in his motivation. Exactly.
How relatable? Is it relatable as in this happens to me all the time, or is it like relatable? I get this, man. I do this. It's not I would. It's I do the same. Every time someone does that to me, I just go around on a rampage and just be awesome. And you know,
yeah, I hate it. Every time someone like breaks into my house and kills my dog, man, that really annoys me. So I just go on a rampage and just start, killing them all.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Marco's like Mondays, am I right?
Yeah.
Swinvar says no more excitement after John Wick 1 because we all know that he's just fighting for survival throughout the following sequel. Well, yeah, but who knows? Maybe one day he'll die in one of the movies. Hey Simbazite, nice to see you. I tried joining yesterday, but the stream went down and the Discord channel was full. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to hear that, but we are here today. And touch wood, we've had no tech issues today. So
Nice.
yeah. There's a Continental spin-off of John Wick. Is that a series?
It's a movie? No,
Oh, is it a movie?
I don't know. Maybe.
I believe that would be a nice series.
Yeah.
Like, if I was doing it, I would probably like just make each episode a different character, like not a main character that you follow throughout the whole series, but just you start in the hotel and you just follow a random killer and you have like various situations and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I don't like the lore is actually pretty cool for some reason, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. Oh, I just looked it up. So yeah, it's got Mel Gibson in it. What the hell?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though. I like that it kind of follows a different. It follows a different killer every time. That's cool.
If that's the case, wait, it was just
I
an
thought
idea I
that's
was
oh
having.
right. Oh okay. No, but that would be cool. Like an anthology. It'd be like an anthology
Right.
series, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. It would be great.
Oh man, the description of the show makes it sound like a weird kind of goofy comedy, even though it isn't one. It says, the Continental is a chain of hotels around the world that serves as a neutral ground for members of the underworld. The hotel workers of the Continental try to handle the hitmen and murderers who come to stay. It's like, it makes it sound like some kind of like funny comedy. Wasn't the fourth movie the last one? I'm not. Yeah, probably. I have Google in front of me. Google will tell me all the answers.
Google is going to tell you something that it's just made up, you know?
Yeah, honestly. Although, apparently, John Wick 5 is in development, so...
Oh, okay.
They're not letting go. Keanu needs these paychecks.
Actually, in the last one, you gotta watch it just for this sequence. It involves Keanu Reeves and very, very, very long stairs. And the scene is just, it's actual torture to watch. It's like, is he gonna get at the top of those stairs? Or is he not? I don't know, but it's very, very long. You know? It's crazy.
I find it hilarious in like in the second movie where they're going through I'm not sure whether it's like a train station or like an office building or what it is, but they've got like silencers on their guns and they're just walking along, just like shooting at each other.
I remember this one, and
It's-
nobody notices.
yeah, like nobody notices.
Yeah.
The white background is burning my eyes. I'm sorry. I can look into changing that for the future, but hopefully it's not too bad. This scene is just dumb. The stair one or the silencer one, because the silencer one is pretty crazy. Imagine Continental with Louis. I don't know who that is. Louis Def.
It's an old French comedic actor,
Oh, okay.
Louis de
Yeah.
Funès.
Louis de Funès.
That
Oh,
reminds me of my childhood.
nostalgic.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. It's actually most people won't have the reference, but in France we have a movie you could almost consider a sci-fi movie, and it's about an alien that comes on Earth and is crazy about a certain kind of soup that involves cabbages. And it's with this actor, and it's completely stupid. But when I was a kid, everyone in the country knew this movie, and everyone has seen it. You know, like
Yeah, totally.
it's crazy.
I've just looked it up, and I'm assuming that the guy in the yellow bodysuit.
You are not ready to see that, man.
No. If I tell you, you know, like the way the movie starts, it's they actually hate that soup, and it makes you have gas.
Oh,
Right?
okay, yeah.
And the gas that they are having, it triggers a storm, and that's what it basically attracts the alien. It's just, oh my god,
What the
can't
hell?
believe. That's my first time streaming, and that's what I'm going with, you know. Or
Man, I'm trying to think about, like, I'm trying to think of the nearest relation that I could give to that for like UK, like British comedy movies, and I can't think of any. A lot of ours tend to be a bit more down to earth, I think. No pun
Really?
intended. Yeah. At least like the older ones, you know, from like the 70s or the 80s and stuff. Then yeah, they tend to be a lot more
Mm.
down to
because
earth.
when you say British comedy and then you say grounded, I'm like, what?
No, maybe not now. No, maybe not now.
Ah, but even like okay, maybe I'm going crazy, but the Monty Python.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I mean, Monty Python is, I guess, yeah, I totally forgot about Monty Python. Yeah, that is
This
kind of
parrot
absurdist.
is no more.
I always think of the Holy Grail when I think of Monty Python. No, I don't. I always think of
The meaning of life.
The Meaning of Life. Yeah.
Or,
Where he's like,
oh my God.
he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Oh. Isn't it the life of Brian?
Oh yeah, that's the Life of Brian. I get them all mixed up because Meaning of Life is the one that's set more like modern day-ish, right? I say modern day-ish. It was like the 80s or whatever.
Yeah. Someone mentioned the Cornetto trilogy in the chat.
Yeah, that's true.
Edgar Wright.
That's good. Yeah.
Love this man.
Yeah, Zephyromancer, yeah, the Simon Pegg movies, so yeah, the Cornetto trilogy. I remember when I was at university, I showed a friend of mine Hot Fuzz for the first time.
It's my favorite.
It's so good.
At first it's so good. Yeah.
And they were like, they found it funny, and they were like, man, I can't imagine anyone actually speaking like that. And I was like, that's a whole like section of the country that does speak exactly like they do in Hot Fuzz.
Oh yeah.
and they just
Really?
didn't. They thought that it was just like made up accents that weren't real.
Oh
I
dear.
love this movie.
Yeah, it's so good. My my sister, like, always, she still quotes it, like, to this day. She's like, "Don't worry, Andy, it's only bolognese." He gets covered in bolognese.
Oh, man. I'm gonna make sure they get their cake, right? Like the Timothy Dalton, I think it is.
Yeah.
He's just mentioning cake and sweets all the time, and every time he says that, he's gonna kill someone.
Yeah.
But then when he says that's not fair, like he should be punished. Here, some make cake, and you're like, what the fuck?
What's
What is
happening?
this?
Yeah.
What is this?
I love it when he like pulls up to, doesn't he pulls up to the guy's house who burnt down, and his car radio is playing like fire is gonna burn all you got. Dying Like Icarus says, I always think if no one expected the Spanish Inquisition. Oh, with Monty Python. Yeah. It's so good. If you haven't heard of it before, John Cleese, who is one of the one of the members of Monty Python, had a show in the UK called Faulty Towers, where he played a hotel a hotel owner, and he is just like the most miserable, horrible person that you would ever meet. And it's just him running this hotel, and it's just so stupid.
No, yeah.
It's very it's kind of Monty Python-esque, but just way more typical British, where he's just this really grumpy, miserable, rude man, and he hates everything. And there's I think one of the employees is this like Italian, is he this Italian guy? I think his name's like Manuel, and he's just like a bumbling idiot. It's so dumb. But that was a big part of my childhood growing up, was watching that, and another sitcom that we had called Only Fools and Horses, which was amazing.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, they still show it on TV, and it's like it's pretty old, but it's a classic. And you got some cool designs there, Flo.
Thanks. I don't know if it shows, but I'm like full raging anxiety sketching. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
It's no pressure, man. No pressure. I think as well, like, I think all of the artists at Moon Colony for their first stream or two are very similar. They were like, I don't wanna mess up. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah. And then you tell them this. It doesn't make them feel any better because you can't reach their brain, and they're like, no,
Yeah.
it's not true.
So Etienne, do you do a lot of 3D? Do you do a lot of 3D art then?
What depends the day. Some day I use a lot of 3D, and some days I make only draw.
Okay. Yeah.
All depends the mood of the day. But at this time, I like to make 3D.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a good skill to have.
Yeah, I make at first I make an high school of 3D. I don't learn the drawing, I learn the 3D.
Okay. Oh, so you learned 3D first, and then
Yeah,
started to learn to draw from it.
and after that I learned alone to draw.
Wow. No, that's cool.
Self-taught.
Impressive. I had some friends who went to university to do concept art, and a big part of their concept art course was learning 3D, because it was like,
Yeah, it's very useful today, I think.
yeah,
In props and environment artist, I think is very useful.
yeah. Jawa asks, how long did you train in 3D for?
Sorry, what?
How long did you train in 3D?
My school during 3 years, 4 years, 4 years.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I think it's been 10 years. I think today we learned the 3D in 2 years with the new method, and the software right now it's better.
Yeah, I mean Blender is
Yeah.
crazy, and the fact that it's free as well is
Yeah. I use Blender. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And it's free.
Yeah, exactly. When I was at university, I learned 3ds Max, and
I start with 3ds Max, yeah.
yeah, and then
But
I left.
I think it's too heavy for make concept. For production 3D it's okay,
Yeah.
but for make a paint over after that is not necessary to use the huge software like that.
Yeah. I think Blender is pretty easy to use. I think the hardest thing for me was getting used to the different key bindings from 3ds Max to Blender. And
yeah.
Like that was the most difficult thing. But
yeah, totally. And 3ds Max is very expensive too.
Yes. Yeah. That's why when I finished university, I was like, well, I can't afford to keep a 3ds Max license, so I'm gonna just learn Blender instead.
Yeah, totally understand that.
Antoine says that, so you learn 3D in New Edge, but you also learn 3D in VR too. That's cool. Is that like sculpting or I don't know, man. That's cool.
Sculpting. Yeah. For my part, I don't sculpt. I just model it in 3D with some box and
yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a 3D artist.
Well, that's the nice thing about doing concept art, is that the 3D side, it doesn't really need to be be amazing, because you're going to paint over it anyway.
Yeah.
But do you find it saves you a lot of time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know some people, they'll say, oh, I like doing 3D, but I'm just as quick, just drawing it. So that's cool. Leonie says, my problem with 3D is that every time I open the program, I forget everything, so I have to relearn the commands every time.
Yeah, need to practice. Yeah.
I think as well, it's like you open it up and there's buttons everywhere, and and menus, and like you push one button on your keyboard and then everything disappears, and it's like, what is happening here?
I shut down my computer right now.
Yeah.
I'm back. Coming back tomorrow.
Yeah. Man, the amount of times when I was using Well, when I was using Blender, especially, I feel like Blender has so many shortcuts on the keyboard that just do
Yeah.
random stuff.
Yeah.
I'd accidentally push a button and then half my screen would disappear, and I'm like, huh? I don't even know what I pushed to get this back.
I know that.
Yeah. Trusty T says, I also learned 3ds Max at university, but got sucked into the world of ArcViz and used it for a further 7 years. Only now getting into concept art. Blender has been a godsend. I don't know what ArcViz is. ArchViz.
I don't know.
Never heard.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Not sure to understand.
Yeah, tell us what that is. I'm curious. It happens a lot to me, accidentally pressing F while in Photoshop. What does F do?
Used to switch from, like what I do in Clip Studio is tab. And in Photoshop, I think if you push F, it just kind of, you have only the canvas and you can just move around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this actual bee samurai is nice.
Oh, so cool, Flo.
Yeah.
It's actually an accident, but it has the cut of oh my god. It's a character in One Piece that you discover
Okay.
in by the end of the Dressrosa arc, I think. He's one of the samurais of Wano, and the cut they did is just kind of an accident, and it's actually funny because sometimes you have these kind of things that happen, and you start wondering, did this happen when they actually made this character?
Yeah.
Like
So
trying to make a hat, and then suddenly it turns to hair, and you're like, hey, not so bad.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? I wonder how many of these, how many character designs just are happy accidents where it's like, oh, yeah, I guess that hat could be hair. Sure, why not?
Like Pac-Man.
Yeah. Joey says, I didn't even notice that Flo uses CSP. Well, to be fair, I've cropped half of his screen away, so it's hard to tell. Yeah, CSP's nice.
Yeah, I need to move on Clip Studio too.
It can be tough, right? I guess maybe not so much for concept art, but for illustration, you're kind of locked into Photoshop because it's professional standard, right? And if you're using fancy layer modes and everything, they don't always transfer over, right?
Yeah, it's difficult to change the software.
Trusty T says, oh, okay, here we go. So ArcViz is architectural illustration using 3D software.
Ah, okay.
And doing some paint over for architectural marketing, etc. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I probably should have been able to work that out from the shortening of from ArcViz, but it's a Thursday. It's coming to the end of the week. My brain's not entirely there. They also said that the beekeeper's looking great. Such a fun tash. True.
A what? A fun?
A fun tash, like mustache.
Thanks. Actually, mustache are my go-to solution when I'm like, I'm not warmed up enough to draw good-looking faces. So mustache it is.
I would argue that a mustache and a beard is what makes a good-looking face, personally. But
I have no idea why she was saying that, but yeah, sure.
The beekeeper character reminds me of this one thing. I remember that there are fishermen who use birds to hunt fish.
Hmm.
That seems inconvenient.
Really? I mean, actually, that makes sense. Like, if you can actually teach a fishing bird to fish for you, and it comes back with the fish, it's like the most efficient way to fish.
Oh, I get.
They're ju-
Well, yeah, that's
because they're
true. You
just
can just
so
let it do
much
its
better
thing.
than us, you know,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
doing
that's
so.
true. And also, you can just let it do its thing. You can just go off and do whatever you want. Come back, you'll have a pile of fish. That'll be fun. I always love uh, those cultures that are like really in touch with animals. Like I can't remember if it's in like Mongolia or something where they have a big thing with like hawks. Like it's just a cultural thing to train up a hawk and use it to help you
Mm.
um, use it to help you hunt food and stuff like that. I just think it's so cool. Uh, there's fishermen who use killer whales to catch fish. What? No way. No way. What?
Yeah.
Orcas let the boats hunt for them. No. Yeah, you need to tell me more about that, Marco, because that seems crazy. How do you teach a killer whale to help?
You don't.
Exactly.
It just knows.
Yeah, maybe the killer whales are just friendly and are just trying to help out. How dare you doubt me? Oh, I'm so sorry. I want to join one of those monasteries that has tigers. What? I don't know, man.
Yeah. Prefer having a manageable cat. It's already a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm learning so much about I'm learning so much about birds. There are birds called honey guides who find beehives for people.
Nice.
That's cool. Man.
Hmm.
Just sent the source. Oh, you sent it to me on Discord. Old Tom, the orca. He was a male orca who cooperated with and assisted whalers in the port of Eden, New South Wales, in Australia. Old Tom was believed to be the leader of a pod of orcas which helped the whalers by herding baleen whale. Wow, they're traitors. That's a whole like pod of traitorous killer whales. They helped herd whales into a bay so that these whalers could kill them.
Not cool.
Yeah, not cool, guys.
Mm.
I remember reading Buster Keaton somehow trained anchovies for a movie. What is happening?
What is it?
So, Buster Keaton, who's like, like a super old actor, he apparently trained anchovies, which
So what is it?
an anchovy is like a really small fish. It's literally like you normally get them in like tins or cans, and they're only I don't know, like maybe 10 centimeters long or something.
Okay.
and apparently he trained them for a movie.
What?
Yeah,
Sounds like an urban legend.
yeah. I was like, that does not sound right.
And also they talked. Oh, really?
Yeah, they sang a song and everything.
Oh my god. I remember my friend. It was a cricket. A very good friend of mine.
Fellow whales trusted them, so I guess it wouldn't be as hard. Yeah. The pizza fishes. Oh yeah, people put anchovies on pizza sometimes. Which I don't know, it seems a bit weird. I don't like that. Did anyone else see the fish who beat an Elden Ring boss?
What? Oh, there are fish in Elden Ring, I remember. So there's an NPC fish that bit a boss?
I think it's one of those yeah, it's one of those things where someone sets up a camera like looking like pointing at a fish tank, and then depending on where the fish swims in the tank is like a different button input. So they have like a
Oh my god,
some
it's so
kind of
stupid, but I love it.
yeah, some kind of software that is running that detects where the fish is and what section of the tank it's in, and then it does like a
Get
button
good.
input. And yeah, apparently one eventually beat an Elden Ring boss. I don't know how long it took, but
8 years.
probably. I've seen fish play Pokemon before. I've seen them beat Pokemon a few times.
How can you even come up with this idea, you know? Like, oh, I have a fish. I have an Elden Ring. Let's do it.
Man. It's like it's what you get when you content creators have too much time on their hands and they're just
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I need to come up
Yeah.
with something. I know. He beat what was it? He beat Margit, Godric in the first phase of Melania. Isn't Melania like one of the hardest bosses in the whole game?
Yeah, which is optional bosses in Souls games.
Yeah, that's nuts. I'm surprised the little fella's lifespan was long enough to complete the game.
The saddest part is that he probably didn't know that he
Yeah.
achieved that, you know?
He was just
Everyone was like, you did it! And he was like,
yeah, he has no idea. Man, someone find a way to tell that fish of the great achievement. This means that I'm technically less skilled than a fish. Because fish is the goat. Man.
yeah. Newbie luck.
It's crazy. I remember when I was a kid, I was always scared of bees because obviously I was scared that they would sting me. But my mum, I don't remember how it came up, but eventually my mum told me that the way that she thinks of bumblebees is that she
yeah.
pictures them like she kind of pictures them like really innocent little old men. And for some reason that has stuck with me, and that like I now have that image of bumblebees as like really nice chilled out old men, like little granddads just shuffling around.
Yeah.
And now bees don't bother me at all now, which is nice. Canon, yeah. Bees are old men. That's in canon now. we're coming up to the end of the hour. If you guys want to carry on, then we can. But I understand if you have work that you might need to get back to, or
Yeah. Personally, like I don't know about you guys, but I think like I would settle with this direction in terms of design, and maybe another time push it further, or develop the ID kind of.
Yeah, it could be cool. I think the nice thing is I could totally see that design like living in that sort of trailer, like the Etienne has done.
And finish.
I can totally picture it. But yeah, it'd be cool. Like if you guys wanted to come back at some point and carry these on, then
Sure.
we totally can.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah, Jayden Zell says Florence reference pictures on the Discord. They're not currently, but I could always post them in there after the stream if you'd like to use them. If Flo doesn't mind sending them to me. But yeah, I think if you guys are both feeling done, then we can call it there for today.
Yeah, it's never finished. But yeah.
Did you say it's never finished? The most artist thing that I've heard all week.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can call it there, no problem at all. I would just like to thank you two for coming along, Flo and Etienne. I know that it's always a bit intimidating, especially first time on the stream, but I hope it wasn't quite as bad as you imagined.
Yeah. It's stressful, but it's okay. It's okay.
Good. Well, if we get you on more, then I'm sure you'll get used to it. But it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you everybody for watching. I will be back again tomorrow. We have another stream tomorrow with Rin. So if you were here last time Rin was here, it was a random creature design challenge. She has a lovely skull full of prompts. She'll take three out and create some kind of creature with it. So we'd love for you to join us on that. That would be a great time.
Cool.
Until then, that'll be goodbye from me, and goodbye from our wonderful artists as well. So
thanks, Jayden. Thanks everyone to watching.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Thank you so much. See you later, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye bye, everyone.
See you.